Going out on a Tuesday, you see it. Guys, they're walking with a little pep on their step. And, what was great today was seeing some guys back too, that we haven't had in the last couple of weeks. And, saw that a little bit on Sunday. And I don't know who all be back on Saturday, but to see that getting healthy, and understanding, when you get to November, how important it is. And, for us, we're still going to focus in on improvement. How do we get better? How do we improve upon? Last week, the challenge was, can we go and put 3 phases of football together? And I thought in the second quarter we did that. And now, can you take that second quarter and can you do that for a full football game? So for us to go out on a Tuesday practice, I hope we're a lot better on this Tuesday practice this morning than we were last Tuesday as we prepare for November.
Talked a lot in the past about breaking the schedule up into segments, and that homestand was obviously a big part of that. Now you're in a position where the playoffs are a real possibility if you guys handle what you did the last few weeks. What's this part of the schedule mean when it comes to playoff time?
Well, the teams that win deserve to be in. And that's where you find out. You find out those teams that are getting better every week and playing their best football at the end of the year. That's what you find out in November. And that's what I hope to find out. We started practice today, and guess what? It's November 1st. We made sure our kids knew it's November, so we had to go out and have a great practice, focus in on what we need to do to get better, to prepare for a very good Illinois State team on the road. And we know the struggles you have on the road, and we got to be able to overcome that. And we have discussed, no matter where you play the game of football, it can be crossing the parking lot at McDonald's, could be in the ice castle, on the road, but you got to be ready to play. And to have that mindset is something that we try to work every day.
There's always that balance of staying focused on the task ahead, but also being aware of what's going on around you in the league.
Mm-hmm.
You guys talk about standings and what we need and what they need and the math?
We do. Probably Sundays are when I handle that. We'll take a big picture look. We'll look at the week's games in the Missouri Valley. We'll look at the standings and know where teams are. I think you need to take a big picture look sometimes, but then you got to zero back and say, you know what, we got to get ready for Tuesday's practice. We got to get ready for our next opponent. That each week, if you look beyond that, you're going to run into trouble. And, we understand, we're going in, I consider Illinois State a blue blood in this league. They've been to a national championship. They go to the playoffs. Coach Back's been doing it for a long time there, in the significant wins. To be able to win the games maybe that people think you should win, and then there's significant games. And, this is, here on out, they're all going to be significant, but to know that you're going to their place to play a football game, I want our kids to focus on how can we play fast, how can we play aggressive, and that's truly understanding our game plan, because, again, there's a lot of things you battle on the road that you can't control. Can't control officiating, can't control weather, can't control how far the walk is to the field, can't control travel, the hotel we stay at, but we can control how fundamentally sound we are, the attitude and effort that we take to each and every game.
So after everything, what are you most pleased about with this?
I still don't think we've played our complete game. I still think that, seeing this team evolve, and that's what's exciting, that, we have this part of the season to really see now what can we do. And it's fun going out on practice, because I do believe each and every day we get better as a football team. And, we're going to still stress, being opportunistic on offense. And I saw that on Saturday, being relentless on defense, even though sometimes things don't happen right, but stay in it, be relentless. And then our special teams really got to be superior this time of year. And I thought our special teams, that was the best game we've played. Now, we still can get a lot better, but the best special teams game we played, because we've had some mishaps in special teams probably in early October that, may have hurt us. So, but this time of year, you got to be superior.
You're faced with going back road games. You did that once earlier this season. Maybe what did you learn from, maybe not the X's and O's, but from road trips? You got road trips.
How tough it is. I think you learn from the struggles. You learn going into, Fargo. You learn going into Macomb, that how tough it is. And I hope our kids, it's a learning experience and you got to learn from it and you got to adapt, you got to adjust, and you got to be ready to go back on the road. And, we're not discussing 2 road trips. We're discussing this road trip. And, if you want to be a contender, you got to win road games in November. And so the focus is this next game's the most important. And this one is huge.
Really good secondary they have. Just what has made them difficult to pass against?
Well, the up front, I'm going to start up front. All secondaries, it starts up front. I think they do a great job. They're big up front. They bring the pressure. They got guys that can get to the quarterback. That helps any secondary out. And I do have a lot of respect for their secondary. But, defensively, that's where they hang their hat. I think they've done that the whole time Coach Beck's been there. His defensive background, as was a longtime defensive coordinator there at Purdue. So for me, they hang their hat on. And their offense, their quarterback does a great job. Hey, our defense is going to win games. We got to make sure we get first downs, get into touchdowns, and take care of the football. And so he's going to take what they give you. He's going to be able to complete those balls. And if it's not there, he's running for a first down. So, they complement. They play. When you look at complementary football, I look at their third down efficiency where they're 47%. That's remarkable. You look at time of possession where it's close to 30 minutes a game. That's how the Blue Bloods, when I say Blue Bloods, the teams that have been winning Missouri Valley Football Conference championships, which they have, making the playoffs. That's what you got to do. And that's where I want to see our team grow to. And did I see it in the second quarter? Yeah. Now I want to see it in a whole game. Yep. Yeah.
I know you touched on it, but Dre and Latrell and those guys.
All those guys were out on practice today, which was exciting to see. And, all those guys are day by day. When I look at it, Jake Benio and Griffin Hoke, they both were in practice today. And those guys, they'll run through a wall for this program, but we got to be smart. When's the right time for them to run through a wall? Because they ran through a lot of walls. If you watch film, Jake Benio, blocking. So again, we want to be smart. We want to make sure, he's confident and ready to go. But to see those guys on the practice field today, it brought a huge lift to our team. But, we'll evaluate that. And if they're confident and even us making a good, when you have kids that'll go through that wall, we got to be smart. I want them to be able to run through that wall when they're healthy. And so, those decisions will be day by day.